and 616, sorry.
Wow.
Also, looking at the above numbers that I just read of his, he said 110 is 37 plus 73, which is the Friday, and then 121, which is 1111. 110 plus 121 is 363, which means Yahushua. 121 is also 110 plus mirror 11. And again, I'll put this on mine, like on my community page or whatever on YouTube for him as well. I'll copy and paste it there. And
Wow.
there's one more part that I was like, hold on. Oh, okay, here it is. 11:15, Cool Cat and others were saying this is the cutoff or something like the rapture should happen by then. Um, which is also the mirror of 2:15. And February 15 was the 46th day of the year with 319 days remaining. This was significant because 46 years to build the temple, John 2, and 46 chromosomes to build the temple of the human body. 23 plus 23, or 2 times 23, is 2023, the year. And 319
Wow.
remaining. And there's 319 remaining right to left now in this mirror. First word of the Bible. 319 is also the first word of the Bible, or the mirror of it is 913, which is the first word of the Bible, Hebrew value, um,
Wow.
which is huge. Yeah.
Oh my
So
goodness.
1115 is the 319th day of the year with 46 days remaining. It's literally the mirror of February 15th. Genesis 1:1, the word for created is 203. 203 plus the mirror 3 times is 1111. The Aleph Tav in the middle of Genesis 1:1 is 401. 401 plus the mirror 3 times is also 1111. I have more. I'll keep sending, is what he said. Here's the second email. Sorry. Do you want me to keep going?
Heck
No,
yeah.
keep going. This
Okay.
is awesome.
Okay. Okay. So, I think, 11:5 through 11:11 mirrored. First I did where I mirror each number individually, but 11:5 plus 5:11 all the way across. Second, I mirrored the dates as a whole and all the way across. First equals 626, 727, 828, 929, 1030, 1221, or 1221, and 2222. 929 equals the number of chapters in the Old Testament. 9 times 9 plus 2 is the 911 reference. 217 from Humble Seeker's video that I shared with him. 217 plus 712 is also 929. Total numerical value for the last book of Old Testament, Malachi, equals 225, which is 522 right to left, then 548. 5 times 4 plus 8 is 512. 512 starts the end. 0.225, which is 522 right to left. Plus the 512 is 737, which is Cassie's birth time. Again,
Oh
I,
my
I
God.
added that in. I added that in every time. He didn't write that. But 225 plus 548 equals 773. 773 plus 377 mirror is 1150, which is tomorrow, 11:5. 1150 mirrored 5 times is 12222, sorry, 12221, which is Revelation 22:21, which is 5,836 plus its mirror is also 12, sorry, 12221. And total Hebrew words, Matthew to Revelations is 137, comma 720. 137 720 plus its mirror is 165, comma 451. Individually, 165 plus 561 mirror is 726. 451 plus 154 mirror is 605. Ordinal John 1:1. 605 plus 506 is also 1111. Together, 165 plus 451 equals 616. 11 times 5 through 11 times 11 is 616 as well. Come on, Jesus, let's go.
I'm pretty
Wow.
sure it's a coincidence there, McKenna.
Yeah. So that's what
What?
I mean.
I'm pretty sure that was all a coincidence, McKenna. Come on.
I know, right? So that's what I'm saying. God's leading us to all these pieces. And you said, Jess, in the chat, you said that's why I keep showing you January 15th. That's so funny because that was the message that had the blood doorpost showing Exodus and Passover was January 15th message. And he just put it in with Andrew's and McKenna's. And I will say really quick before we let, Vashti, I think you had something, right? Like with McKenna or,
Yeah, just a little bit. Yep, I'll be quick.
Yeah.
yeah, so we'll let you go next.
And then my
So,
vision, I'll share it at the end.
oh, go ahead and do your vision first. It's fine because it ties in with the
Sorry.
snowflake stuff, with the
Okay.
seal. Go
Well,
ahead.
yeah, it ties in with everything that Jesus has been showing, like Jess and everything. And like, okay, so the other day I had shared on my community page that I was given a vision of a like dreamy garden, like paradise or whatever, and all of a sudden the next part of the vision, a hand came up and it was covered in soil, and Jesus was showing me, he was showing me that everything is in his control, that his hands are on everything that's happening right now. And that's why the soil was on his hand. But then the next night, I had another vision about that same dreamy, like paradise garden. And suddenly it jumped to the next part of the vision. That often happens with my visions. It's like I see one frame and then it jumps to another frame. It's crazy. But the in the second part of the vision, there was it looked like a snowflake, and then all of a sudden my vision zoomed in, and on the ground in this beautiful like foresty garden was I don't even know how many brides, but there was women wearing pure white dresses or gowns, and they were laying down and they were all linked together, like holding their hands and their fingers interlocked, and they were literally making like a snowflake with their bodies, and they were unbreakable and like strongly linked together. And it was so beautiful. And I was like asking Jesus what that was about. And he was saying that the enemy is really trying to come for not only like the 12 right now, but also the bride. The enemy is trying to like break the bride of Christ apart right now, and he wants them to be unified and in him and by his spirit, and so that is like so beautiful. And it also confirms, if Jess wants to touch on her like this, the whole snowflake and his glory and it being him, she explains that part better.
Yeah, no, so I did make a video, I'll try to link it as well under this
Yeah.
video. I did a video where I was talking about how God showed me, he gave me a revelation and showed me how he used the analogy of a snowflake. And so a snowflake is in the shape of a Star of David. And he was showing me how that's kind of like the truth and the true version of what kind of the yin and yang tries to do. Like with Satan, he tries to say bad is just, there and you have to just deal with it and it's the balance of the universe. Whereas with God, he was showing me in the form of a snowflake how who he is kind of is a mirror, a perfect mirror, just like the snowflake, and how he deals with bad through justice. And so the final answer is not actually just bad having to exist, but rather, sorry, I'm wearing my retainer, but rather bad being dealt with by God through justice. And so eventually it'll be dealt with. Like his justice is forever, and it's you cannot omit it from the equation. Otherwise, it's not a true balance. It's satanic, just like the yin and yang. And so then, yeah, so he was showing me it looks like a Star of David. And with the Mazzaroth, the Mazzaroth is two Stars of David mirrored. And the Star of David by itself is all throughout, physics. You can see in the molecular structure of things, you can see the Star of David constantly. Look up pictures of atoms. They're always looking like stars of David. You can see, uh-oh. I'm sorry, I'm holding my baby and he may toot. So